We are coming to you from 20 minutes south of Owensboro, Kentucky area, and got a very, very thought-provoking episode for you tonight. So don't leave. You're going to hear something you have never heard before. I can almost assure you of that. You may have noticed I've got a brace on my arm here. Friday night I took a spill, slipped on some mud, fell backwards, and hurt my pride. And I thought it was just a sprain. We went and got an x-ray today, and there is a bone broken in the hands somewhere around right here somewhere. And so they wanted to put a cast on it. I talked them out of it. I'm going to wear this brace. They're going to check me again in a week. And if it's not doing so well, they're going to put a cast on it. But I'm hoping that after a week, they'll find that, that it's healing properly. But we'll see. Okay. So it's not a problem. I'm not in any pain. I was, but not. This thing keeps it pretty steady. I can't bend the wrist. I can't turn the hand sideways. So it's doing well right now. So, all right, you got a Bible? Revelation chapter 13. I got just a quick thought for you tonight. Something that I have never heard anywhere before, and I want you to hear it. And I think you're going to find this quite thought-provoking, quite interesting. And so let's jump into this, shall we? Revelation 13, we're going to talk about tonight a fresh look at the mark of the beast. Of course, Revelation 13. And let's see here. Where do we want to start? And all right, well, let's start in verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Remember, there's two beasts. There's one from the sea, one from the land. It's Satan's false trinity, I call it. And Satan represents God the Father. The Antichrist represents Jesus, and the false prophet represents the Holy Spirit. And so the two beasts are the false prophet and the Antichrist. So many people get this mixed up. When I watch what they post down here, so many people get mixed up with this. And I've heard people say that the religious guy is going to be the Antichrist. No, the Antichrist is the political leader. Remember, Jesus is coming to set up a kingdom. It's a political thing. All right? He deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. That's interesting right there. Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. So this is the false prophet creating an image of the beast, who's the Antichrist, who had a wound and appears to have died, or at least a faked death. Because I don't believe Satan can bring anybody back to life. He doesn't have that power. But it's going to appear that he has died and he's brought back to life. There's going to be an image made, and they had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And I think we can see this clearly today, more so than any generation ever could understand this. With technology and LED screens and all the crazy stuff. And the stuff can be made so real now. And that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, that's interesting. Now verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand. Notice not on, but in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. Now remember, the beast he's talking about is the Antichrist. The beast, it's a man, it's a human being. How do we know that? You said, Brother Good, I think it's AI. No, you don't throw a computer into the lake of fire. A man goes to the lake of fire. The Antichrist is a man. Okay? For it is the number of a man. There you go. You just backed it up for me. It is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Now, I'm not a big smart brain mathematician like some guys are, some of you out there. But I do know that barcodes and things for computers, numbers are very important. And I think computerization has something to do with some of what we just read. But I want you to notice tonight what I read down there in verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Now there's something there that I've never heard anybody comment on before. And it suddenly came to me. And I think there's something interesting here. I want to give you a fresh look at this mark of the beast and what it is. And he said we must have a mark in our right hand. Now, by the way, I'd have a problem, wouldn't I? With this brace, I would have a problem if my mark was here. I might have a problem scanning my way through a mall or secure entrance, or getting into my house, my security lock, or buying something at the store. But he also said, or in their foreheads. And this is what hit me the other day. This is what hit me. Now, some of you asking, some of you weren't here, and you're asking why I've got this brace. Friday night, I went outside, and I was walking near one of the cars. I was trying to hear something. I was wondering what this noise was. Wasn't paying attention. And it slopes a little, and we've had a lot of rain, and it was mud. And man, all of a sudden, whoo, I was going backwards. And I don't even know how I landed on my hand. I didn't think I did land on my hand, but I hurt this hand. And finally today I've gone and got an x-ray, and I thought it was just sprained, but they said, no, you got this little fracture right here. It looks like, and so that's why the brace is on. And not in a lot of pain anymore. It's fine, so don't worry about that. But all right, so back to our message here. The mark of the beast, we believe it's going to be some kind of a chip. Now, God doesn't tell us that, but based on what we know right now, it sure looks like it'll be a chip embedded in the right hand or in the forehead. And that no man will be able to buy or sell save he that has the mark. And that's why we think this is more than just a mark, a symbol. It has to be connected to technology that allows you to carry out banking and commerce, right? Because without that mark, you cannot buy or sell. So it has to be more than just a symbol. It has to be connected somehow to the global system of commerce. Very simple for us today. 100 years ago, I'm not sure what people thought of it. But today, it's very plain that how simple this is and what this probably is. Okay? No, I wasn't pounding a pulpit. Though I have been known to do some of that. As some of you know that have watched me, I get to preaching sometimes. Um, so the number 666, I think, is tied somehow to the barcode technology and the computerized, and I'm not smart enough to give a lecture on that. I am going to look into it. But it's the number of a man, and a man is behind this. Okay? But what I want you to notice here is this mark of the beast in verse 16 that's going to be in one of two places. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now this is what hit me. Why the forehead? Now, by the way, this is kind of timely, isn't it? That this just happened, and I had this thought right before this happened. In fact, it's the same day. I think earlier in the day I had this thought, and then in the evening I got this, right? Well, I didn't get this till today, but I mean, I hurt broke a bone. This would hinder that, wouldn't it? If the mark of the beast was in place and I had the mark, I don't know if it would or not. Maybe it would still scan, but you know what I mean. That this could be a hindrance. So why not the other hand? Why not the other hand? In case this one gets cut off or something should happen, why not either hand I want? Or why not both? Why not either hand? Why the forehead? Well, I've got an answer for that tonight. I've got an answer for you tonight that came to me on Friday. Just all of a sudden, it's like a light came on. Never thought about it that much before. Never really thought, why would you get it in the forehead? And now I'm thinking, man, how can we be so dumb? It is so obvious. It is so obvious why. Does anybody know what hit me? No, it wasn't a freight train. No, I didn't get run over by a bulldozer or a reindeer. Listen, okay, Van, you're hot, Van. You're very close. It is exposed. That's right. That's right. But it's more than that. Anybody else? Anybody got a guess? Anybody? Why the forehead? Why? Why not the other hand? Why the forehead? What kind of place is that to get a chip? You need a hint? Anybody need a hint? What do you want me to just tell you? Actually, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Let me think. How can I illustrate this? Well, let me just do it this way. All right, Doug says it's like a third eye. Okay. Backyard is saying I'm thinking prison tattoos. I don't even want to think about prison tattoos. Right hand is located the farther from the heart, so there is a difference in temperature. Okay, that's interesting. Van got the closest. He was pretty warm, almost hot, as far as leading to what hit me the other day. And anybody else got something? It allows the lithium batteries to charge better. The forehead? That may be so. That's not what I'm getting at, but you've gotten a little colder there, Van. You were hot. And I forget what you said now, but what did Van say? He said, where is it? Barcode was invented in Ohio. That's your history lesson. Okay. Well, I don't even see it now, Van. Where did you write that? Goodness, that's strange. I don't even see it now, Van. What did you say? Okay, Van. Now he said something again. Now, Van, you're about right on there. Let me illustrate this tonight, if I can, by just pretend that you've just come in a room and I'm you. I've just come in. I've turned my computer on, and I'm sitting down. There. Did it hit you yet? Did a light come on? Do you understand? Let me try it now. You on Facebook. Let me go. There. You guys on Facebook, you get it? You get it? You know why now? The forehead? Listen, if this is a scanning thing, which it is, and it's gonna identify you, it's gonna plug you into your banking system, but not just your banking system, your whole life, your medical, your job, your position in society, and maybe how many carbon credits you used this week, and all this stuff. It's all in there or in here. And you get in front of your computer, and what does it do? It scans you. It's right there. We do it every day. We look. We're everyone. You go anywhere you go. The train, an airplane, walk around the mall, Walmart. What's everybody doing? What's everybody doing? They're looking at their device. You don't hold your hand up to look at your device, but your forehead, your face. It's all right there. It makes perfect sense to be in the forehead, doesn't it? Mine does too, Van. My phone, I have. Well, I don't have to put a password in. It scans me, and it'll be the same thing. For whatever the government and the global system uses this mark for, a part of it's going to be, of course, commerce, but it's going to go far beyond that, I believe. And so you see how simple it would be to have this thing embedded in your forehead, under your skin, to where whatever you're doing, if you're buying something online, you don't have to hold your hand up like that. It scans you like a barcode, or like one of them square things, that everybody uses now. Very simple. Had you ever thought about that before? I don't think I'd ever thought about this until Friday, and read that verse 100 times, and understood that it could be in the right hand or in the forehead, but I never gave it much thought to why the forehead until Friday, and it hit me. What better place than that? Because most of what we do is on a device. And it will scan you automatically right there. And probably you'll go through airport security. You won't have to put your hand over something. You'll be scanned right there from your forehead without holding your hand up. And wherever else you go, whether it be your home with a security code attached to your chip, and it automatically unlocks your door. You won't have to hold your hand up. It'll just read your forehead. And isn't that interesting, though? And see, it goes right along with where we are in technology in this generation. Everything is evolving so fast. It's scary. When a new device comes out, or a new system, a new computer, a new software, by the time your average person orders that and gets it on his computer, there's already something else coming behind it. It's amazing, huh? Look at the iPhone business. Every year, another iPhone. Now, I've had the one I have now for quite a few years now. And but every year there's, you know, supposedly better cameras and better this and better that. And boy, oh boy, here we are. So, um, all right, does marking the forehead mean ownership? I don't know about that, um, but without the mark, the Bible says, you know, you can't buy or sell. So you're pretty much pushed into the black market. Most likely could not get into a government building, would not be able to do business at Walmart or Aldi or Kroger, and maybe can't get in the door. I don't know. Because anybody that can't do business and can't be identified most likely will not be scanned into the doorway. You won't even get a chance to steal anything during the tribulation. And hey, hunger's going to make people do whatever they have to do. And awful time coming. Identity and allegiance proclaimed, mark in the forehead, and Clay is saying. And so that was a thought I had. I think it's very interesting. I think it's probably valid. Why it would be, the forehead would be probably the best place to get it, because your computer, your iPad, your iPhone, your whatever device you carry, and looking into a camera to get security to open a door to let you in. You look up at the camera. It's right there. You don't have to hold your wrist up, and it's right there on your forehead. And so anyway, tell me what you think in the comments, and maybe I'm way off, maybe I'm right on, and take a look at that. And exciting days we're living in, exciting days. We are living in the final moments of the church age. Hey, I didn't tell you the date. This is Monday, May the 6th. It is right now 8:23 p.m. Central Standard Time. We started just about 2 minutes after 8 tonight. And I want you to hit that like button if you enjoyed what you heard. Hit that like button. That helps us get noticed. And share this thing. Hit that share button. Share this on your social media pages, okay? And so the mark of the beast does not happen until the middle of the tribulation. Yeah, they're talking about, what did he say, doctor's office. Your temperature is scanned at the doctor's office on your forehead, okay? Well, how about this? If you're not in the system during the Antichrist kingdom, why would he allow you to go to a doctor's office? You'll have to be scanned everywhere you go. Any building you want to do business in, you'll be scanned. If you don't have it, you don't get in. You don't get to see the doctor. You don't get into the ER. Yeah, the crazy times. Yeah. And of course, it'll be, I think the technology is already here. Now, the system of the mark of the beast does not begin till the middle of the tribulation. But that does not mean that the system is not already here and may, in fact, be in use to some degree during or before the rapture. But it will not be enforced as it's stated in Revelation 13 as no man could buy or sell save he that has the mark. It'll be required then. Just like that thing that everybody was getting a few years ago, they made it required. And now they lie now and say we didn't force anybody. Oh yeah, you could lose your job, but they weren't forcing you. You could lose your job. And boy, I'm very thankful that I never gave in to that, and I hope that many of you didn't either. I'm hearing bad stuff continually about that. Don't fall for that. And you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. They're still pushing it. I was on a call today with my insurance, and they're required to, hey, by the way, you can get your flu, you know what, and let us know if you'd like to get it. I ain't getting any of that. None, nada, zilch. No, don't even ask. I'm not getting any of them. I don't trust these people, and you shouldn't either. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Hey, there's a good one, because God is going to put his name for us on our forehead. That's interesting, isn't it? And all right, but that will not happen to anybody that has the mark there. Because when the Bible's clear, when you get the mark of the beast, you're doomed. You're eternally lost. And okay. And that's what Ramona just said. If you take the mark, you're damned for eternity. But can't you remove the mark and/or chip yourself if you change your? I don't believe that will happen. I believe this mark of the beast system and receiving it is likened unto receiving Christ as your Messiah and becoming born again. I think you're going to be born into a kingdom that you cannot be unborn or born out of. This mark of the beast thing. It isn't as, look, if it was as simple as you could remove that chip and now you can be saved, then why couldn't, if it was as simple as that, then why couldn't they tie you in a chair and force you to get the chip and make you lost? See, that it's not the getting of the chip that makes you lost if they force it upon you. I believe it's a system, a religious system that you're getting born into, just like a person gets born into God's kingdom by trusting in Messiah. I believe it's the same thing, only you're trusting Satan. And you no doubt will not even realize that you're trusting in Satan. Okay, well, that was just some thoughts for you. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Let's get this out there, and be sure to leave some comments if you would there, and we'll enjoy reading them. All right, until next time, keep your eyes on